Good morning, everyone. I'm going to discuss today about the traffic law enforcement. But this time, the law that we are going to enforce is in relation to traffic law. Okay, especially the Republic Act 4136, the Land Transportation Code of the Philippines. Okay, so ano ba yung enforcement? So enforcement meaning to say law enforcement, you are going to enforce the law. Okay? So, for example, but it is depend on the agency nga na-assign ka. For example, the Republic Act 9165. So, the law enforcement body there is the PDEA. But when you're going to enforce the Republic Act 4136, the primary law enforcement body there is the LTO. So, ano ba yung traffic law enforcement? So, traffic law enforcement is a part of enforcement involving the arrest, issuance of temporary operator's permit, or inspection of report, summon, or warning of any person who is believed to have violated a law, ordinance, or regulatory pertaining to the use of traffic roads. So, traffic law enforcement meaning to say it involves, arrest if ever there is kanang violator. The same time, issuance also of TOP. So, in violation of Republic Act 4136 or the traffic law in the municipal ordinance or the city ordinance. So, appeal na ni siya tanan sa traffic law enforcement. Kumbaga mo ni ilang mga activity or ginabuhat sa pag-enforce sa traffic law. Okay? So, next. So, two major function of traffic law enforcement. Okay, number one is the police traffic law enforcement. So, there is involved ang mga police ani sa pag-enforce sa traffic law. Okay? In order to deter to law violators. Okay? Special assistant to prosecutors and court and incidental service na highway users. So, meaning to say, in order to kanang prevent the crime, especially the kanang in highway, so there must be a police traffic law enforcement. Okay, siyempre, if there is a police, automatically the violator would be afraid to commit a crime. Okay, mere presence of the police in the community, especially they are patrolling in the highway, could create a deterrence for those would be violator. Okay, so what do you mo commit of crime basta na ay mga police makita sa highway. Okay, court traffic law enforcement. So si court naman, if ever the problem in the traffic class, guys, so if dili madala og amicable settlement, automatically it would bring to the court. Okay, so trabaho na ni court diha. Court traffic law enforcement, as one part of traffic law enforcement is performed by the court through prosecution, adjudication, and penalization. Okay, so moabot na diha nga stage if ever dili masitol sa barangay or even sa court. Sa pagkakaroon man gud, if ever there would be kanang problem, it comes to the collision, vehicle versus motor vehicle. Okay, so that problem would bring first to the barangay before to the proper authority. So ginasitol na dito sa barangay if masitol pa na siya. If ever lang dili lang siya kanang dagko nga mga kanang crime. Example, kung nabanggasgasan lang sa barangay na sa situlon, dili na siya masitol sa actually ang trabaho sa pud sa PNP dili man ingon tagsitol. Okay? Diha ang PNP diha is mo assist lang siya if ever na mag-file og kaso. So for example, kung masitol sa barangay, dili na maabot sa police station, dili na magpinasakaay og kaso dito. Okay, so possible masitol na sa barangay. Pero if ang involved nga accident gani is kanang namatay, daghang na nga injured, daghang na nga kuan diha kanang na in short grabe ang aksidente nga pagkahitabo. So mahitabo na dili na siya agi og barangay. Automatically dito na nasa sa court. So maadto sa police station, mag-file og kaso. Okay? So actually dili sa police station i-file ang kaso, mo-assist lang na ang police paingon sa prosecutor's office, dito na i-file ang kaso. Pero gagmay lang gani, mga slight lang gali ang mga crime or accident mahitabo sa karsada, sa barangay ang jurisdiction na niya. Okay? So next. 3 important goals of enforcement activities. So these are the goals to increase safety level. So this is the main goal of the enforcement activities. Increase safety level on the part of the road users, the pedestrian, the motorists, tanan. Okay? So this is the goal of enforcement activities. Okay, simply if there is a police patrolling in the highway, so there is a presence of the police in the community, it can create it can create safety for those kanang mga road users kita. Okay? Then we have also the increase of traffic efficiency. So why man? Because usually the police are kanang having the clearing on the highway, ini obstacle nga makita diya sa highway, so ilan nang i-cleared para at least hapsay ang kadalanan, just like sa Manila. So they have kanang clearing operation. Kay isa pud sa naka-create og kanang congestion is kanang mga obstacle nga nasa mga highway. Next, to ensure harmonious and comfortable environment. So this is the very kanang consider as the kanang goal of traffic enforcement. Ensure harmonious. Okay? So we are longing for this kind of kanang goal. Hapsay ang kadalanan, same time komportablita, dili lang kita sa ang environment. Okay, next, major elements of traffic enforcement. So we have what called the enforcement system, road users, and road system. So enforcement system is it involves making of laws, the legislation, the police, and the court. So they are the one kanang handling the kanang enforcement. Okay, especially the law that they are going to enforce, the legislation, making of laws. So the police also will enforce the law. Then if ever nga di ginamalikaya ng accident sa karsada, the court will take charge of the kanang adjudication of the kanang case. Then we have also the road user system. So when we say road user, when you are going to enter the road, so automatically you are the road user. Okay? So this element includes pedestrian. So who is whoever kinsa may mo tungtong diya sa highway, that is what we call the road users, including the pedestrian, pedal cyclists, drivers, passengers, and other, including also the animals. Okay? So that is road user system. So the next is the road system. It is very important also that we have the system, because it can create a problem if we don't have a system. Okay, especially having the traffic rules and regulation. Could you imagine nga pataka lang kag dagan diya, way mga helmet, at the same time dili mo follow og rules and regulation, way mga speed limit nga mga balaod. So walay mga traffic lights, gubot kayo ang sistema nato sa dalan. So that's why we have the road system in order to have the kanang effective and efficient management in the highway. Okay, road system. So enforcement system, that is the involved of making laws, the police and the court. If there is violators, in traffic violators, we have also the road users. So road users kita, including also the animals and however who use the highway. Then we have the road system. Road system is the system in the road. So we must follow the rules and regulation in order to have the kanang harmonious, okay, and effective kanang environment in the highway. Okay, next we have the 5 essential steps in enforcement process. Okay, this is the 5 essential steps in enforcement process. Una, we have the detection. So kani gi pinakauna. Detection meaning to say there is a violator. Okay? There is kanang commit accident. Okay? So meaning to say there is a violation of law. Okay, detection. But take note, we must also consider the law. Imo i-consider whether that act is in violation of law. Kay kung dili siya in violation, dili siya matawag na to og crime. So dapat imong i-determine whether the act committed by a person is in violation of law. And in short, that is a crime. So meaning to say, if naay act dira nga ma-consider na to as a crime, so that is what called detection. And next ana is apprehension. So you are going to apprehend the violator. Okay? It also police function which involve the actual taking of enforcement action. So you are going to arrest the person. Okay. So then we have also the prosecution. So after the arrest, so there is what called prosecution, filing of proper charge of the violator. So imo na siyang filean og kaso asa dito sa prosecutor's office. Okay, for in order to have also kanang kitawag na to og justice on the part of the victim. So dapat filean siya og kaso. Okay? So detection na ay nakakommit of crime, automatically i-apprehend na siya. So ang apprehension dia either caught in the act or with warrant or without warrant. Then we have also the prosecution, filing of a charge in the prosecutor's office. Next is the adjudication. So that is on the part of the court. Okay, so meaning to say their judgment. Okay, a court and prosecutor's function. The police also influence on this step by acting as witness to the prosecutors and supplying additional evidence. That's why the police are called to testify during their investigation, what happened. So this step determine the guilt of or innocent of the accused. That is adjudication. And the term niya is judgment. Then we have also the penalization. That is the penalty. Okay? After due process, the court imposes the penalty upon the accused and found guilty. So that is the penalty. The penalty is greatly influenced by previous record of conviction provided by the police. Always remember, kabalik ko na ako, if ever ang crime na or ang accident na hitabo is slight lang siya, wala na involved nga patay, wala na involved nga homicide, o unsa ba diha, basta dili lang kay siya dako nga pagka-aksidente, dito ang naay jurisdiction ana actually is ang barangay. Dito na siya situlon, dili pa na siya dawaton dito sa police station. If ever masitol siya, mas maayo. If di masitol, proceed na sa police station. Then ang police mangayo na siya og katong gitawag og certificate to file action. Kisay mohatag ana ang barangay. Timan-in niyo na ha. Unsay pangayoon sa police nga nagpamatuod nga didto na mo sa barangay, certificate to file action, meaning to say wa na sitol ang victim, gusto jud mo file og kaso. So dito na dalon sa police station, then the police officer in charge on that case or in charge on the kuan kana dia is asisan ang complainant paingon dito sa prosecutor's office for filing a case. Dito na i-file ang kaso. Okay, next. Reason for violation of traffic laws. Physical disabilities or infirmities. Wala diha nga nag-drive diay nga halap. Okay? So, naay problem sa in terms of physical. So, that's why naka-violate siya sa traffic law. Ignorance of traffic. So, naigingon nga ignorance of the law excuses no one. So, you cannot excuse. So whatever the law, so bisan pag wala ka kabalo, so you are not kanang excused from the punishment or the consequences. So you are going to punish. Then we have also the lack of training and experience kanang mga baguhan, mag-practice pa lang ya diretso sa highway, so automatically naka-create siya og accident or naka-violate siya sa traffic laws. Wrong attitude toward driving, so mo na siya nga especially yung mga batan-on pataka lag padagan. Okay, kung inyong bantayan, ang sagaran ma-involved sa mga accident is not the adult, usually yung mga teenagers. Sila yung mga consider as aggressive in terms of driving. Okay? Then PUB drivers for increased compensation. So yung mga bus driver, yung mga jeepney driver, especially if yung sahod nila is based on the performance, based on the earn money na earn nila during sa ilang pagbiyahe, ang may tabuan na is magpakusog ng padagan paunhanay og pasahero. So mo hitabo, that's why na mga naka-accident diya, nakabangga ng mga PUB drivers. Drivers apathy towards sign, signal and marking. So this is in relation to the disregarding of traffic sign, especially yung mga driver nga ilang mga behavior regarding sa kuan ba, dili sila mo follow mga traffic sign, traffic lights, so ana ba, mga attitude problem sa mga driver. Next, influential person violate the law because they might feel exempted from punishment. So easy ra kay sila, okay lang yan kasi yung uncle ko is chief PNP sa nga municipality. So they feel na comfortable nga they might feel nga they are exempted from the punishment because they have kana influential person nga they can called upon if the problem is arise. Okay. Next, the traffic enforcement action. So okay. So these are three enforcement action nga kumbaga mo na mga ginabuhat sa PNP or mga enforcer if naay makabayolate sa law. Tulo lang. Traffic arrest, aristohon nila. Traffic citation, tikita nila, or traffic warning. So warningan lang niya. Ang pinakanindot diri is warning. Warning because you are not going to arrest, you are not going to confiscate your driver's license, but you are giving only warning. Ay na naus ba sunod? Nice kining warning. But there's also what we call traffic citation, meaning to say you are giving a ticket without physically arrest. Okay, your motor vehicle would not be impounded, but you are giving a ticket, the violation ticket. Discuss nato na siya tad. Then ang pinaka-quandary is kaning traffic arrest. So you are going to arrest. Question, kanus aman ka pwede aristohon? Okay? Last board examination, gawas na siya. When can you arrest the person in violation of the traffic law? Okay, ito na yung ansiran karon. So, traffic arrest. Traffic arrest is enforcement of action which consists of taking a person into custody for the purpose of holding or detaining him to answer a charge of a law violation. So you are going to arrest the person if his act is in violation of law. So that would be crime. If nakakommit siya act nga the act that is punishable by law, that is a crime. Okay? But not all na act nga imo siyang aristohon. Kay example kanang mga slight lang, natapsingan lang, no need na siya aristohon siya. Okay? So tikitan lang na siya. Tikitan or warningan lang na siya. Pero kano siya agit mo aristo og isa ka violator sa karsada. Okay. Pero okay, may tanong. Pero kailan nga ba pwedeng aristohin ng isang violator? Okay, ito yung sagot. May tatlo. Ang pinaka number 1 is if the offense committed is very serious. So meaning to say, may namatay, may na grabe yung natamo na sugat ng isang tao, so aristohon na siya. Why man? The reason because if dili na siya aristohon, it would be possible na that person will not appear in court. That person would kanang mulayas na siya. Kaya nga naman, siyempre, yung nakumit nga crime is serious man. Napatay na nimo sa karsada kay na imong nabanggaan, wa ka kabantay kay nagtawag ka sa cellphone or kalit siya tabok. Although dili wala siya ginatuyo nimo, but still that is a crime. So kana ang ana nga instances or kana mga driver pug mga kuan nakatulog, nakabangga og balay, nabanggaan niya ang mga tao diya, so that serious. So aristohon gina siya. Kaya ang possibility mahitabuanan niya is mulayas gina siya. Okay? So number 1, kanus agito nato aristohon ang isa ka violator. So if ang yang offense na commit is very serious. Okay. Next, number 2. Another instances you can arrest the person or the violator is what? The detention is necessary to avoid continued violation. Continued violation. For example, nag-drive ng tawhana is under the liquor, under the influence of the alcoholic beverage. So automatically, if you are not doing or if you are not kanang to arrest that person, since that person is under the influence of the liquor, so it could dili lang isang mabanggaan na kung nakabangga na siya dara dapita, possible makabangga po na sa dito sa unahan. Wala naman na sa sakto nga kanang balance kay hubog man siya. Okay? So maka-create siya og continued violation kung dili siya aristohon nimo. That's why during sa mga pista nga mga kana activities, so daghan kay mga hubog diya. So daghan kay maabot or mapriso diya sa police station. Okay, next. Katulo, nga reason nga pwede nato siya aristohon, there is a reasonable that the violator will not appear in court. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina nga kung dili mo siya aristohon, possible na mulayas na siya. So pero kani mga ani is mahibal-am guna nimo good if ever the crime is committed is serious, automatically there is what called reasonable doubt na the violator will not appear in court. So aristohon gina nimo. Okay? Pero mga slight lang, you no need to arrest the person because he might think that gamay ra ni siya nga problem, masitol ra ni siya sa istorya-istorya. So ana lang, pero involved gig patay, kinahanglan aristohon na gina siya. Okay, possible di na mo atubang sa korte. Okay, next is next kinds of enforcement action is the traffic citation. So traffic citation, you are not going to arrest the person, but instead you are giving a ticket as your violation. So traffic citation means having violators appear in court without physical arrest. So you are not going to arrest, but instead you are giving a ticket and siyempre imo po na siyang situlon kung there is amicable settlement or ipatawag ka sa police or sa barangay or sa prosecutor's office. Okay? Citation is giving most likely ticket. Okay. Traffic citation, there are three kinds of traffic citation. Okay, kani. Number 1 is the traffic citation ticket, TCT. We have also the temporary operator's permit. Then ang ikatulo ani is tong TBR, traffic violation receipt. Okay? So ano ba yung traffic citation ticket? It is a notice issued by the law enforcement official to a motorist or other road user indicating that the user has violated the traffic laws. So ticket lang na siya. Example, no helmet, driving without helmet, driving without driver's license, no registration of motor vehicle. So tanan-tanan naa diha. Then also the corresponding penalty nga that would serve as your liability, liability in terms of the fine. Then we have also the traffic operators permit, yung TOP. So ang TOP still a kind of ticket nga TOP, traffic operators permit, TOP. Okay, so temporary operators permit. So kaning TOP actually okay, balikan ako. Kaning traffic citation TOP, kwaon imong driver's license ani ha. Okay? TOP or the traffic citation ticket. Kwaon imong driver's license, then yung ticket mo will serve as your driver's license. Okay. So pero depende na siya kay usually diri sa Lanao pod kay basta LTO mo yung makaharang diha, isyuhan ka og traffic citation ticket or TOP, then that would also your kanang temporary para makapagpatuloy ka pa ng pagmamaniho ng iyong sakyanan. So isyuhan ka og kaning traffic operators permit, yung TOP. Okay, TOP, but within 72 hours lang na siya. Okay? Dini mo na siyang situlon dahil dito sa dito sa LTO office. Dito ka mo bayad sa imong mga penalty. So traffic operators permit or TOP, temporary operators permit, shall be used in apprehension in all violators, and it is strictly required to be issued to the apprehended driver operators at the site at the time of apprehension. So balik ko na ko ning TOP ha. Ang TOP is kuhaon nimong driver's license, tigaan ka og temporary operators permit or traffic operators permit. So kana imong TOP will serve as your temporary driver's license within 72 hours sa imong pag-drive. Ang purpose mo na nagod is dili i-impound imong motor, but pa-drive-on ka without your driver's license kay gi-confiscate man niya. But para legal ka imong pag-drive is tigaan ka nila TOP, temporary operators permit. So meaning to say, pwede ra ka maka-drive. Kung madakpan ka sanahan, ipakita lang tong TOP nimo nga akong driver's license or confiscate sa LTO, then gidigaan ko lang ticket nga allowed ko mo drive within 72 hours. Okay. Then traffic warning, so you are going to give warning. Okay? So dili ra ka presohon, dili pud ka aristohon, then dili pud ko nimong motor, but warningan lang ka next time kinahanglan mag-helmet na ka. So ana ba, warningan lang ka. Dili ni mao imong gisuot, dapat nakasapatos ka. So ana na siya. So traffic warning na itulo, di visual warning, verbal warning, written warning. Yung visual warning, so ang kuan lang ani is lantawon lang ka, then lantawon, i-check lang through visual unsay kulang nimo, unsay gi-violate nimo. Pwede po by the hands or the head. So magsinyas-sinyas na sa karsada ng mga traffic enforcer. Then we have also the verbal warning, istoryahan lang ka. Okay? Nga mali na imong gibuhat, dapat mo ni buhaton sunod. Then written warning, so usually wala nang ginabuhat nato diri sa other country ra ni siya. Combination of verbal warning and citation, this seldom used nowadays. So mo na siya written warning. So these are the example of the ticket. Yung number 1, this is the traffic citation ticket. So naka-include diri ang mga violation nimo and also the penalty. Okay? Then TOP kani kwaon mo ni TOP, temporary operators permit. Okay, kwaon nimo ang driver's license ani, then ihatag po ni simuha serve as your driver's license within 72 hours. So naka-indicate po diri unsa imong violation, at the same time imong fine o imong penalty nga imong gi-violate, dapat bayaran nimo. Then kani katulo is katuning traffic violators receipt. Usually ang ga-issue ani is kanang mga ordinance munisipyo. So kung example mga diri sa Maranding, so kanang mga traffic enforcer ang gidala-dala nga ticket ana nila is kaning traffic violators receipt. Okay? Kana mo na ilahang ginadala-dala. Then if baka dakpan kanila nga na sa nakabilit ka silang violation, nakabilit ka sa ilang ordinance, usually mo bayad ka na dito sa ilang munisipyo, dito ka mo bayad. Kaning duha usually ang LTO mo'y naghatag og ticket. Kani is mga local traffic ordinance or mga traffic enforcer sa munisipyo. The next, we have the uses of TCT or TOP and TBR. So, muna yung TBR, Traffic Violators Receipt. These are official document designed for, serve as the receipt for the confiscation of drivers of the vehicle of driver's license or 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 CR. Temporary permit to operate motor vehicle within 72 hours. Muna kong ingon ninyo, na pwede ra ka mo drive within 72 hours without extension from the time of confiscation or apprehension in case of kuan. Sa Manila, 7 days na sa situlon. It is an official form of judicial or administrative citation to facilitate action to this case with this. Okay? So, muna siya. So, kaning TCT, Traffic Citation Ticket o TOP, i-issue na siya. Kung nakabiolate ka, ticket na siya. Kuha ni mong driver's license, so si tolo na nimo siya within specified days nga gihatag sa LTO. Din yung TBR usually nasa mga municipal ordinance na nga ticket. Kung makabilit po gana, dito ra ka mobayad sa ilahang munisipyo. But TOP and TCT, usually dito ka sa LTO. Okay. Next, pursuit in traffic operation. So, kanus-ani mo ipursu. Imong ilakagon ang isa ka sakyanan. Kanus-ani mo pwede lakagon ang lugar sa sakyanan. Okay, when a violator fails to stop on signal. So, ni-signal na sila nga pa-stop. But ang sakyanan is still nagpadayon siya padagan. So lakago na sa mga traffic enforcer. So allowed sila mo mo gukod. Pursuit must be in common sense. Okay, bantayan lang kay siyempre kung nalakagay ta, we will consider the speed or the motorist nga dili lang sila ang mga ang enforcer og mga violators mo nagdinaganay di sa highway. Okay, base makadisgrasya pod ba. Then identification of pursuit vehicle. So, di ba magtinawagay na sila nga pakiatang ko aning mga pakiatang ko ani sa area ninyo. So, i-consider ang color, year of manufacturers, make, body type, the license plate. So, muna siya para at least ma-tigag information ang nag-atang dito sa unahan nga muna nga sakyanan ilang gigukod. So, last is the early warning device. So, early warning device is the under sa LOI, Letter of Instruction number 229 and 716. So, ang ginaingon diri, every motor vehicles, katong mga 4 wheels, dapat na ay at least one pair of early warning device. Saan ni early warning device? Kanang makita nyo sa karsada nga, if ever, ang motor vehicle will example, magubaan sila sa karsada. So, dapat naasla ani at least one pair of early warning device. So, gamit kay ni siya, kay gina-required gini sila sa balaod nga dapat at least naasla. Expected Okay? So, ibutang na sa likod ug sa tubangan. Sa likod sa karsada, sa likod sa sakyanan, ang color red mo ay ibutang din. Ang yung yellow sa tubangan. Pila ka meters? Ang likod 6 meters, ang atubangan 4 meters. Depende po sa area nga asas lang nagubaan. Kung kurbada na siya dapita, paliko ang dalan, so dili ipalo ng distance. So dapat distansya gyud ang kanang butang sa early warning device. Kung diri nagubaan ang sakyanan, dili na ingon 6 meters ibutang, diri gina sa pinaka layo distansya gyud para at maklaro ba nga naay naguban sa kurbada. Lisod kayo. Okay, blind cover ba? Then, mo na siya nga every motor vehicle must possess at least one pair of early warning device. Ginaagi na sa balaod So, if ever gani nga naguban ka sa karsada, so mo na imong itaod. Pero if mahitabo dra, if wala kay early warning device, naguban ka sa karsada, then nabanggaan imo ang sakyanan. Kay, siyempre wala na kabantay ang motorist nga naa day nagubaan diha. So, nabanggaan sa mga gabi So, liable gyud tong sakyan nga nagpark diya nga walay early warning device. Okay? So, for kanang initiative pud sa uban nga mga walay early warning device, ang ginagamit nila is katong mga sa tawa ni magsunog sila, magkuan sila mga kalayo. So, that is early warning device. Okay? So thank you for listening, and if you have a comment, so pwede ra po mo comment sa ubos. Okay, thank you so much.